What's up, you guys? Happy Monday. I hope you all had a good weekend. I spent a lot of my weekend working on a class I'm creating for those of you who are interested in the business of blogging, and that will be out later this month. One of my favorite talk shows, The Real, aired its final episode this past Friday, and it was bittersweet. I actually started blogging right after Tamar Braxton was fired from The Real because I felt like her voice and her platform had been taken away from her in a way. And I just had to research and see what was really going on behind the scenes and why she was fired. That was back in 2016, and The Real didn't actually add a new co-host to quote-unquote replace Tamar's outspoken voice until 2020 with the addition of Miss Amanda Seales. And unfortunately, Amanda Seales was attacked on The Real social media on a daily basis, and The Real leadership apparently didn't do enough to address the attacks. And when her 6-month contract was up, because she first joined in the middle of the season, they allegedly only offered her another short-term contract, and she was just over it. So Amanda Seales left The Real after only 6 months, but in The Real's finale tribute, there is no mention of Amanda Seales at all. It's like she never even hosted the show. And Amanda Seales is reacting to being left out. On the final tribute episode, which still hasn't even aired in my city, The Real honored each of the former hosts, including Tamar Braxton, Tamara Mowry Housley, Adrienne Houghton, Loni Love, and Jeannie Mai Jenkins. But there was not a picture, a mention, a clip, or anything of Amanda Seales at all. So, of course, Amanda Seales fans are calling out The Real for being fake and ending the show with a whole lot of shade. Someone posted a clip of the finale episode and they said, did Amanda Seales ask to be left out of the thumbnail? Was her contribution not appreciated? And Amanda Seales responded and she said, sure didn't, but they can absolutely go duck themselves with a chainsaw for doing so. And she also retweeted people. She retweeted this person who said, I was sad to hear the show wasn't continuing, but when I watched the farewell episode and saw how you guys erased Amanda Seales, I realized, yep, it was time for you guys to stop airing. It definitely shows how fake the show had really become and definitely was not real. Another person said, Amanda Seales might not know, notice, or care, but it bothered me that they didn't include a clip or reference her on the finale of The Real Daytime. She might have been there for 5 minutes, but she was a co-host as much as the rest of them. We love you, Amanda. Someone else said, how dare The Real not include Amanda Seales in their farewell episode? She saved y'all show during her short stint as a host. Y'all didn't deserve her. And someone else said, y'all left out The Real. You couldn't even acknowledge Amanda Seales. She helped put the show on a different level with her contribution to really important topics. Even Loni started speaking up more when Amanda was there. Definitely petty, such a disappointment. Amanda Seales responded to the snub on Instagram with a post pointing out how rude it was for them to snub her.
So apparently The Real, in their finale episode, did promo. I am not featured in this thumbnail, and I am not featured in the farewell episode, apparently. I'll have some things to say about that. Ooh, child. I must really be out here just shaking the table.
So Amanda saying she will have some things to say about the snub makes me think she'll probably talk about it in her comedy show or something like that. In my opinion, I do think it was shady and rude for The Real executives to not include Amanda Seales in their finale tribute. And some may say it's because of the way she left, as far as her saying that she was not being allowed to speak the way she wanted to speak and calling them out for not having Black people in executive positions behind the scenes.
So, well, you know what happened to me today.
Yes.
She has arrived.
I've arrived because my contract is up at The Real and I did not renew it.
because it doesn't feel good to my soul to be at a place where I cannot speak to my people the way they need to be spoken to, and where the people who are speaking to me in disparaging ways are not being handled. I'm not in a space where I can, as a full Black woman, have my voice and my coworkers also have their voices, and where the people at the top are not respecting the necessity for Black voices to be at the top too. So, you reach a point, like even when it just comes to Hollywood in general, you've seen me transform into a way that I just can't function in this place the same way. I can't. They planting white beans in my soil.
But they still included Tamar, even though she alleged that someone at the show stabbed her in the back. So I think they should have included Amanda in the tribute as well. And I think they should have defended her from being attacked on social media. I know they have social media managers, and I know they could have moderated their comments better than they did, but they just let it fly. What do you think about The Real leaving Amanda Seales out of their finale tribute? Do you think it was shady of them, or do you agree with them leaving her out? Leave a comment and share your thoughts. As always, thanks for watching.